Good morning, students. In previous class, we have seen some useful terms in coordination compounds. That one we have remained with some more useful terms. No? Let us continue them. I think we have completed ligands, that total fully. Ligands, different types, even chelate ligand, ambident ligand, all these are completed. Okay. Even coordination number, oxygen state also completed. Now let us see next side heading, that is coordination sphere. Actually, strictly speaking, there is no much difference between coordination sphere and coordination entity. Okay, if you take K for FeCN6, in this, just remove this 4K plus ions, we will remain with FeCN6 minus 4. This complex, square bracket complex with the negative charge or neutral, whatever it is. Sometimes this square bracket complex is neutral also. Sometimes it will carry negative charge. Okay. Sometimes it will carry positive charge also. This representation is called coordination sphere. This representation. That is on coordination entity already we have seen. In the same way, coordination sphere also. Next side heading, that is polyhedron. One minute more. First one, coordination entity. Second one, central metal atom. Third one, ligand. Fourth one, oxidation number. Fifth one, coordination number. 5 we have seen. This is sixth completed one. Now seventh one, coordination polyhedron. Simple only. If you take FeCN6 minus 4, this iron is surrounded by how many ligands? 6 ligands. This one will get particular shape. If you remember in chemical bond, okay, here coordination number is 6. Coordination number is 6, meaning this one will get octahedral shape. So Fe cyanide Cn from above 1 Cn, that means above the plane, and this is below the plane. If you think this is in plane, this is above the plane, this is below the plane. This octahedral representation, this total FeCN6 with structure with charge minus 4. Total structure with charge minus 4. The total representation is called polyhedron. Coordination polyhedron. Okay. Generally we will come across with trigonal, bipyramidal, like the different shapes are there according to chemical bond. But in our chapter in coordination compounds, we will majorly come across with tetrahedral, square planar, and octahedral. 3 structures majorly we will come across with. What are those 3? Tetrahedral, square planar, and octahedral. Okay, majorly we will come across with these shapes. If you represent the complex which is present inside this central metal atom and ligands with the perfect shape, okay, with the perfect shape, then that is called coordination polyhedron. What is that? Coordination polyhedron. I think yesterday we completed counter ions also. Okay, counter ions also it is completed. I think then this is 8th one. Counter ions separately we have kept the heading, the number, then it is 8th one. Okay, this is completed. Next, 9th, final one. Homoleptic and heteroleptic complexes. What is that? Homoleptic and heteroleptic complexes. Leptic, LYP or LEP. Okay, no problem. LEP TIC. Homoleptic and heteroleptic complexes. Let us see example for homoleptic complex directly. CO NH36 Cl3. In this complex, cobalt is surrounded by how many ligands? All the ligands are same. Cobalt is surrounded by 6 ligands. No? 6 ligands are NH3s only. There is no difference in ligands. So same ligands if they surround the central metal atom. Same ligands if they surround the central metal atom, then that is called homoleptic complex. Same ligands if they surround the central metal atom, then it is called homoleptic complex. Then heteroleptic. Example, CO NH35 Cl Cl2. What are the ligands present here? NH3, 5 NH3 are there and chlorine inside. Those are different different ligands we have. Then this is example for heteroleptic complex. This is heteroleptic complex, this is homoleptic complex. Okay, this is about 9th one. So these are the useful terms. Those are useful in coordination compounds chapter. Central metal atom, oxidation number, coordination number, ligands, how many types of ligands are there, everything we have seen. Okay, this is about useful terms. Next we have to see side heading, that is nomenclature of coordination compounds. Let us see that one. Is it okay, man? Clear all of you? First, for writing the names of the coordination compounds, we have to know some rules. Okay, that rules we are going to tell now. Is it okay, ma? First we have to know the rules. After knowing the rules, we can go through how to give the names. I will say some examples and I will write some names. Ma. Even in your textbook also, some example problems might be given. You can practice them. Okay, by that it will be, this is easy only, no problem. Not like organic chemistry nomenclature. Easy, simple thing only. First one, first rule. Name of negative ligand. Name of negative ligand should be ended with O. First, what is the rule, man? Name of negative ligand should be ended with O. For example, Cl minus. Negative ligand only, then name of this one is chlorido. Generally in inorganic chemistry, NaCl if you have, in that Cl minus is negative charge only, na? Okay, that one we will say chloride. We will not say chlorine, ma? Chloride. Cl minus means chloride. For that chloride, we have joined with O and it became chlorido. Okay, next, F minus, fluorido. Next, Cn minus, Cn minus, cyano or cyanido. Cn minus is also negative ligand, na? Then the name of this one is cyano or cyanido. Like this, whatever the negative ligand, its name of negative ligand should be ended with O. So definitely, if you take negative ligand, its name must be ended with O. Okay. Did you understand the first rule? Next, second one. Positive part of the total compound must be given name first. Positive part of the total compound must be given name first. Okay, let us take example. K4 FeCN6. Please, while you are writing this compound, your mind must be tuned in a way that this compound can be made into two parts only. This is first part, this is second part. Okay, like NaCl or KCl. But what is the difference? Instead of this negative simple ion, here we have complex ion. This is totally negative complex ion. Na plus, K plus, like that here K plus. This is totally negative complex ion. This is negative simple ion. Then I am writing two parts. This is first part, this is second part. See, positive part of the total compound. This is positive, this is negative. Generally we will write first positive, next negative. Every time. See, KCl, K plus Cl minus, NaCl, Na plus Cl. Like this here also, K plus this total complex negative charge. Okay, so first we have to give name for this positive part in the entire compound. Positive part of the total compound. Actually total compound is oxidation number 0 only. How it is 0? 4 positive charges are there, 4 negative charges are there. That's why total compound is 0. Correct or not? Charge is 0. But we can split into two parts now. Like NaCl, we can make into two parts. Then this one must be given first. So potassium. Here potassium chloride, like the potassium. Positive part of the total compound must be given name first. That is the thing. This is second point. Also, all of you. Okay, once again I am reading the second point now. Positive part of the total compound must be given name first. Okay, next. Third one. To give the name of complex, first start with ligands and then central metal atom. Once read this one, to give the name of complex, first start with ligands and then central metal atom. Okay, for example, consider K4 FeCN6 only. Okay, positive part, negative part. Is it okay, ma? Now, this positive part, potassium. Now, negative part is there, na? This negative part is complex. Okay, to give the name of the complex. So, this is complex only, na? To give the name of the complex, first start with ligands. So, what are the ligands we have? Cyanide ligands. How many? 6. So, potassium, hexa. 6 means hexa. Cn means negative ligand. Negative ligand means cyano or cyanido. Hexacyano. See, potassium, this one. Hexa, 6. Cyano. Next, this name will be coming here. This central metal atom name, here you will get. That one, how to write that one? One more rule is there. I will show that one. Okay, ma? Now, are you clear? Third one, to give the name of the complex, first start with ligands and then central metal atom. So first we have to give ligands, then we have to go for central metal atom. Okay, now fourth rule. In heteroelliptic complex, heteroelliptic means different ligands are there. Correct or not? In heteroelliptic complex, for giving the name, we have to start with ligands, na? Then which ligand must be given first? Then we have to follow alphabetical order. In heteroelliptic complex, ligand's name must be followed ligands names must be followed by alphabetical order. Okay, this is fourth rule. In heteroelliptic complex, ligands names must be followed by alphabetical order. Actually, this is all ligands are same, homoelliptic complex. Hexacyano simply we give. That is okay. If you take heteroelliptic complex, different ligands are there, then different ligands names are different. Then we have to give importance. First which ligand must be written, next which ligand must be written, like that. If you are feeling any confusion, immediately we have to think that we have to follow alphabetical order. A, B, C, D. If A comes first, that name of the ligand must be given first name. We will take examples and we will see, man. No problem. Is it okay? This is fourth rule. Next, we will go for fifth one. All of you read once third one and fourth one, man. To give the name of the complex, first start with ligands and then central metal atom. Okay, fourth rule. In heteroelliptic complex, ligands names must be followed by alphabetical order. Okay, next we will go for fifth one. This alphabetical order, how can we write? You will understand. I will take examples and I will say. Fifth one. If central metal atom or ion is present in positive complex, then its actual name will be written. If it is present in negative complex, then its name must be ended with 8. Once read this one, if central metal atom such that ion is present in positive complex, then its actual name will be written. Okay, if it is present in negative complex, then its name must be ended with 8. Okay, let us see examples for these two. CO NH36 Cl3 K4 FeCN6. Two complexes like this we have. Okay, this one complex and that is complex different. In what way? Here square bracket is present first, later negative ions. Here first positive ions, later square bracket. Meaning of this one, if square bracket is present first one, this is positive part. What did we say? Total compound. If you see, first written one is positive part, Next one will be negative. This is negative part. So here counter ions are negative ions. Counter ions are negative ions. Here counter ions are positive ions and complex will be negative. Complex will be positive. Counter ions will be negative. Counter ions will be positive. Complex will be negative. Okay, now coming to this name, we have to give first positive part every time. Is it correct or not? Whether it is complex or counter ion, whatever it might be, we have to give name to first complex. Then in that complex, first we have to start with ligands. Hexa. NH3 here is amine. NH3 means amine. In organic chemistry, NH2 means amine, but here in coordination compounds, NH3 means amine. Okay, now hexa. How many amines are there? 6. So we wrote hexa amine. Okay, ligands are written. Hexa amine. Okay. Next, cobalt is present. Now see, if central metal atom is present in positive complex. See ma, here this is present in positive complex. Correct or not? Then it is getting the name cobalt only. Hexaamine cobalt. Its actual name is cobalt only, so I wrote cobalt. This is positive part completed. Cl is there na? This is like sodium chloride. This is Cl. Counter ion is present as negative part. Then it is chloride only. Chloride. Hexaamine cobalt chloride. This is not complete name. One small rule is remained. Next, 6th rule is remained. That one, by that complete name we can write. I will take some examples and I will show. Okay. Now, as it is related to central metal atom, I told up to that only. Now, cobalt is present in which complex? Positive complex. So, we got cobalt as it is. Okay. Now, coming to this one. First positive part must be given. Counter ion. So, potassium. Next, complex. It is negative complex. Anyways, we have to start with ligands only. Hexacyano. Now central metal atom is present in negative complex. See, if it is present in negative complex, then its name must be ended with 8. So hexacyano ferrate. Why I wrote here ferrate instead of iron? Because here iron central metal atom is present in negative complex. Then it should be ended with 8. This is the difference. If central metal atom is present in positive complex, then its actual name will be written cobalt. If it is present in negative complex, then its name must be ended with 8. Ferrate. Potassium hexacyanoferrate. Okay, see you on a few ones. Take those examples neatly, all of you. Okay. Now, next we will go with the 6th rule. Is it okay, ma? All of you? Let us see with 6th rule. Oxidation number of central metal atom must be represented with Roman number in the bracket. Oxidation number of central metal atom or ion. Oxidation number of central metal atom or ion must be represented with Roman number in the bracket. Suppose here if you take oxidation number of cobalt, we don't know, X, this is 0, this is 3 into minus 1 minus 3, total is equal to 0, X is equal to plus 3. So cobalt oxidation number is plus 3, so I am writing with Roman number 3. hexamine cobalt 3 chloride with Roman number cobalt 3 chloride. Okay, next for central metal atom only we have to show that oxidation number. Okay ma, coming to this iron, this is +4 plus x minus 6 is equal to 0, x minus 2 is equal to 0, x is equal to +2. Every time it is plus only na, that's why no problem. So simply ferrate 2. Here 2 na, so I represent it with Roman number 2. This is 6th rule. Okay ma? So totally 6 rules we have seen. By using these 6 rules and some other things are there. One more thing is there, that one I will show. I will write that one. Let us go for 7th rule. Okay, I hope you are clear with 6 rules ma, everyone? Is it okay? Now let us see 7th rule. If 3 ligands are there, try. 4 ligands are there, quad. 5 ligands are there, pent. 6 ligands are there, hex. Like this we will give names ma. Hexacyano, pentacyano, quad, tetra, sorry ma, tetra this one. Not quad, tetra, try, like that we will give. But some are there, some ligands are there, see ma, CH2, NH2, CH2, NH2. What is the name of this compound? Ethan 1,2 diamine. Okay, 2 ligands are there. We will use di. Okay, now what is the problem here? That ligand itself it has di. Now I took 3 ligands. Cobalt, 3 ligands. Inside name also it is getting dimer. Outside 3 tri. If you write like that itself, it will be little bit confusion. Correct or not? So if the ligand itself contains number like this, di like this, then here we will use outside if 2 is there, bis. If outside 2 is there, bis. 3 is there, tris. Now we have to use here tris. I will show now. Then 4 is there, tetrakis. Okay, now let us see this one. Ethan 1,2 diamine, how many are there? 3 are there. Ethan 1,2 diamine, di already we are getting. Outside 3 is there, correct or not? Then we have to use tris. Then bracket Ethan 1,2 diamine. See, Ethan 1,2 diamine, how many are there? Tris. 3 are there, surrounded by cobalt. Means negative or positive, that one according to example we will go through. We have to understand what happened here. See, if the ligand itself contains number like this, di, tri like that, then if these ligands 3, 4 are there like that, then what we have to use? 2 means bis, 3 means tris, 4 means tetrakis. Okay ma? And names, NH3 means amine, H2O means aqua. At the time of writing names ma, I will write once on the board, you will understand easily. But rules are completed. If you are very clear with rules, I will go through some examples. Okay, total 7 rules are there. No problem, once or twice if you practice the examples, na, automatically you will get remembrance of the rules. Okay, it is not possible for everyone in first time, but no problem. By practicing, you will get no problem at all. Okay, this is about rules to write nomenclature of coordination compounds. Let us see some examples, ma, all of you. Okay, see. Just once go through 7th one also. Okay, let us see the examples now. First one, Cr NH3 thrice, H2O thrice, Cl3 is named as NH3 amine, H2O aqua, H2O aqua. Okay, C2O4 minus 2. This is negative ligand, oxalato. Negative ligand, all negative ligands must be ended with O. Oxalato, oxalate ended with O, oxalato. Like this, if some other names are coming, I will show that one. Now let us concentrate here. Square bracket is present first, next counter ions. Then this is positive complex. Correct or not? Now chromium is present in positive complex. Okay. How many chlorines are present? 3 chlorines. Each chlorine minus 1, 3 into minus 1, minus 3. Then this total complex square bracket must carry plus 3. What is the charge present on complex? Plus 3. Okay, but we want oxidation number of chromium, not plus 3. This is total complex, total complex plus 3, okay. But we have to find oxidation number of chromium. Okay, oxidation number of chromium, let it be X. NH3, 0, plus 3 into 0. Aqua, this H2O is also neutral ligand, then it will be 3 into 0, plus this 3 into minus 1. Chlorine minus 1, 3 are there. Total 0. See, I didn't take up to square bracket. Even I included 3Cl also. So total compound is 0. That's why I equalized with 0. Now X 0, 0, minus 3 is equal to 0. X is equal to plus 3. So what is the oxidation number of chromium? Plus 3. Say, what is the oxidation number of chromium? Plus 3. Now we have 2 ligands. This is heteroleptic complex. 1 minute. Before that, positive part, this is negative part. First we have to give name to positive part. I am going to rub this one. First we have to give name to positive part. So we got here positive complex. In that we have to start with ligands. Correct? 2 ligands we have. 2 ligands names amine, aqua. First letter A. We have to follow alphabetical order. If it is heteroleptic complex, we have to follow alphabetical order. First letter A. If first letters are same, go for next letter. M, Q. First which letter will be coming? M. So this one will be first. So let us write triamine. First triamine, next triaqua. Triamine, triaqua. Chromium is present in which complex? Positive complex. Chromium. Its actual name chromium only. It is present in positive complex, chromium only. Okay. Positive complex I am talking about. Next, what is the oxidation number? +3. So Roman number 3. Triamine, triaqua, chromium 3. Chlorine is the counter ion, so it will be chloride. Now this is like sodium chloride, NaCl like the chloride, AlCl3, AlCl3, aluminum chloride. Counter ion, if it is present as Cl, chloride. F means fluoride, SO4 means sulfate. Same names. So this is the name for this complex. So in textbook they gave me, see that one, triamine, triaqua, triamine, triaqua, chromium 3 chloride. Explanation they gave. The complex ion is inside the square bracket, which is a cation, so it is positive complex. The amine ligands are named before the aqua ligands according to alphabetical order. Since there are 3 chloride ions in the compound, the charge on the complex ion must be +3. Complex ion must be +3. As neutral ligands are present, complex ion, what is the charge present? Metal atom also is getting same charge. If different charged ligands are present, then charge present on metal complex will be different from metal ion is different from total complex. Okay, anyways, it is clear. Now, next example, second one. This one I am explaining in your textbook itself. Textbook, not examples. They have given under naming only. Okay, now next example, that is CO, NH2, CH2, CH2, NH2, thrice, total 2 times, SO4 3 times. This is the complex they gave. Next one. Okay, ma'am. Now let us see how to find the charge present on. See, first square bracket we have. Next SO4. This is counter ion. This is complex ion. This complex ion charge must be this 3 we have right here. +3. Complex ion charge is +3. On SO4, this 2 we have to write -2. So this complex contains SO4 -2, 3 SO4 -2 ions. 3 into -2 -6. 2 into +3 +6. In that way it is getting balanced, total neutral. So this is -2 SO4, this is +3. Okay. Now what is the ligand present? This ligand is nothing but EN. Ethan 1,2 diamine. It is neutral ligand. Is it okay? If all are neutral ligands, cobalt charge and complex ion charge will be same. So cobalt charge will be +3. Now cobalt is present in which complex? Positive complex. Na? Its name as it is. Okay. First we have to start with ligand. Is it correct, ma? This is the homolytic complex only, na? Only one type of ligand we have. Homoleptic complex. Then no need to go for any alphabetical order. That is only present, na? But this is ethan 1,2 diamine. Already di is present in, di is present in name of the ligand. Then outside 3 is there. Then this is a tris. Tris bracket. 3 are there, na? Tris bracket. Ethan 1,2 diamine. Okay, 3 are there. Ethan 1,2 diamine molecules, 3 are there. That's why I wrote tris. Tris ethan 1,2 diamine, cobalt. Why I wrote cobalt? Because this metal is present in positive complex, no? So it got the name same as it is name, cobalt. So complex is completed. Next, outside counter ion SO4 -2, sulfate. But in cobalt bracket we have to show oxidation number of cobalt as Roman number. +3 na 3. tris ethan 1,2 diamine cobalt 3 sulfate. That is the name of second one. See the answer they gave. Tris in bracket ethan 1,2 diamine, close the bracket. Okay, next cobalt 3 sulfate. Over. This is about how to give the name of the complexes. Next we will see that example 9.2 example 9.2. In your textbook example 9.2, write the formula for the following coordination compounds. They gave name. From that name we have to write the formula. Okay, let us see. First name A. Under example 9.2, A. Tetraamine. One clarity for you. According to organic chemistry, if you write the name of amine, spelling is AMINE, only one M. In this coordination compounds, NH3 amine we are telling, for that we are writing two M's. AMMINE, that is clarity. Okay, now tetramine, aqua, chlorido, cobalt 3 chloride. Tetramine, aqua, chlorido, cobalt 3 chloride. This is the name they gave. We have to write the formula. How to write the formula for this compound? Okay, let us see that one more. All of you. First, tetramine, 4 NH3s are there. NH3 4. 1 aqua, H2O, chlorido. These are all written in complex only. This chloride, it is counter ion. If you write chlorido, that is ligand. So Cl. These are ligands. C, NH3 first. Okay, this order no problem. NH3 4, H2O, Cl. These are surrounded with cobalt only, CO. Central metal atom cobalt. Okay, square bracket, close this one. What is the charge present on cobalt? 3. That means this is plus 3. Cobalt plus 3 NH3 0, H2O 0, chlorine minus 1. Total 3 minus 1 plus 2. This is the total complex charge. Plus 3 is the cobalt. Sir, how do you know cobalt carries plus 3 charge? See, they wrote in bracket Roman number 3. So plus 3. Next, NH3 0, H2O 0, Cl minus 1 we know. If you add all these things, we will get plus 2. That is total complex charge. Okay, outside we have chloride. Outside we have chloride. How many chlorines, 2. Because here we have plus 2, outside we have to get minus 2. To get the minus 2, so how many chlorines we have to write? 2 chlorines. Now, this is the formula of the compound. To write outside how many chlorines are present, counter ions. we have to know the charge present on square bracket. To know the charge present on square bracket, we have to know the charge present on metal. So they gave that one. Like this we have found. Okay, this is the answer for example 9.2 AMR. We will continue with next few more examples in next class, and I will give some homework for you. Okay, that is about today's class. I hope you are very clear. Okay, no need to by heart separately the rules, because in the final exam no one is going to ask you the rules separately. They will give the compound and we have to write the formula, or they will give the formula, we have to write the name, like that only. So just remember the rules, that is enough. Okay ma, that is about today's class. All of you, thank you all.